Okay, class, what we're going to do now is that we are going to discuss on contingency model. Yeah. Um, the thing is that some leaders seem successful in difficult times, but tend to be unsuccessful when the environment improves. Mean to say they perform when there is a chaotic situation, but when times are actually okay or stabilized, they don't perform. And people keep on asking, why is this happening? So this is what we call situational factors. Situational factors that influence success or failure of a leader that need to be explored further. Now, Fiddler, guru, a leadership guru, have actually come out with a model that we call Fiddler Model. The Fiddler Model is the first comprehensive contingency model for leadership that was developed by Fred Fiddler, who proposed that effective group depend on a proper match between a leader style of interacting with their team members and the degree to which the situation give control and influence to the leader. So in identifying the leadership style, Fiedler believed that a key factor in successful leadership is the individual basic leadership style. So Fiedler created the LPC, or the least preferred coworker questionnaire, for this purpose. The purpose is to measure whether the person is a task or a relationship oriented leader. Now, the question contains 16 contrasting adjectives, such as pleasant, unpleasant, efficient, inefficient, open, guarded, supportive, hostile is opposite, opposite of the adjective. And it asks the respondent, the sample, to describe the one person they least enjoy working with by rating him or her on a scale of 1 to 8 for each of the 16 set of contrasting adjectives. So Fiedler assumed that an individual leadership style is fixed. Yeah. So, but then again, the second one is actually the situation. Also try to define the situation. Now, situation means leader-member or leader-team member relations, the degree of confidence, the trust, and the respect member have in their leaders. So that is the leader-member relationship. Yeah. Then we have the task structure, the degree to which the job assignment are regimented, and position power, the degree of influence a leader has over power variables such as hiring, firing, discipline, promotion, and salary increases. The next step in the took is to evaluate the situation in terms of these three contingency variables. Fiedler states that the better the leader-member relation, the more highly structured the job, and the stronger the position power, the more control the leaders has. So Fiedler concluded that the better the leader-member relation, the more highly structured the job, and the stronger the position of power, the more control the leader has. So what Fiedler trying to do is to try to match the leader and situation. Altogether, by mixing the three contingency variables, there are potentially 8 different situations or categories in which leaders could find themselves. Fiedler model proposed matching them up to achieve maximum leadership effectiveness. Fiedler concluded that task-oriented leaders tend to perform better in situations that they were favorable to them and situations that were very unfavorable. Fiedler predict that when faced with certain category, situation, task-oriented situation, certain category of situation, task-oriented leader perform better. However, relationship-oriented leaders perform better in moderately favorable position, in certain categories. So what Fiddler has concluded is that we would like to seek to match leader and the situation, because Fiddler view that individual leadership style is fixed and there are only two ways to improve leaders' effectiveness, by looking into the situation. So at least in terms of Fiddler's evaluation, there is considerable evidence to support that there are substantial part of the model that is true. There are problem and practical use of the model that need to be addressed, however. So this model has been developed further into other contingency theories such as situational leadership theory and path goal theory. We call it situational leadership and path goal. Now, when we talk about situational leadership is a contingency theory that focuses on followers. Successful leadership is achieved by selecting the right leadership style, which is contingent on the level of follower readiness. SLT, situational leadership, has an intuitive appeal, yet research effort to test and support the theory has been generally disappointing. The next theory is the path goal theory. The theory says that one of the most respected approach to leadership is the path goal theory developed by Robert House. This is a contingency theory model of leadership that extracts key elements from research on initiating structure and consideration and the expectancy theory of motivation. According to path goal theory, whether a leader should be directive or supportive should demonstrate some other behaviors depend on the complex situation of the complex analysis of the situation. So the next one is what we call leader participation theory. Now, this is again one of a contingency theory that actually try to relate leadership behaviors and participation in decision making. Like path goal theory, it says leader behavior must adjust to reflect the task structure. So those are actually the theories that we covered under contingency theory. That actually we have another video that I wanted to share with you later on in terms of actually the application of this contingency theory.